So week 2 is about to commence and it's hill sprints this morning. So then, nutrition wise, we're going to kick the day off with some branched chain amino acids, a whey protein shake and a delicious black coffee. Moving on straight after the workout, then we'll be having that delicious protein porridge bowl, some lovely frozen blueberries, an orange and a banana. Next meal then, we have got 4 eggs in this crustless quiche with some bacon and some feta cheese, and there's some lovely Mexican mixed beans in there, and as always, couple of apples to keep the doctors away. After a nice thorough warm-up then, guys, we started with these tuck jumps then. After 5 sets of 5, we moved on to the long jumps where I also did 5 sets of 5. We then moved on to the first set of hill sprints then, where this is a triple sprint then, guys, and what I'm doing is I'm moving down the bridge as I'm going, and the sprints are getting steeper and longer as they go. So by the third one, it's almost double what I was doing at the beginning and a little bit steeper. We then moved down to the steepest and longest part of the bridge and did 3 consecutive sprints for 5 sets then, guys. Then we moved back onto the gradient path and did the nice long 60-metre sprints for 5 sets, and by the end of this workout I was done, guys. I really enjoyed it. Okie dokie then, guys, so fantastic session today. Really enjoyed it. Feel like I kind of smashed it. I don't want to be one of those people who say I've just smashed leg day, but really does feel like that. Just going to show you my nutrition for the end of the day then, guys. So these are root vegetable chips. So we've got some parsnips, some swede and some sweet potato with those big old marrow peas, they're actually called, and 3 peppered steaks there to get my protein in. And as if that wasn't enough, we're also having a delicious sweet potato brownie with a homemade frozen yogurt. I was going to stick with just the 3 meals a day then, guys, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a 4th sort of meal, sort of snack of a protein shake and a protein bar. Obviously, there is some carbs and fat in that as well then, guys. But I want to keep on upping and I want to make sure I'm not losing. So I think it's best that we do that. But we'll see how it goes then, guys. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Muscle Up Tuesday then, guys. So we are week 2, day 2 of the bodyweight bulk then, guys. Really hope you're enjoying it. And it is Muscle Up Tuesday today. So I am super excited to try and start some more muscle up progressions. But before we do anything then, nutrition-wise, guys, we are starting the day with some branched chain amino acids, a whey protein shake, and a delicious black coffee. Then post-workout, as soon as we finish, we're going to have one of those fulfilling protein porridge bowls with some frozen blueberries, a delicious orange and a banana. Then moving on to the first meal of the day, we have got 4 eggs in this quiche, some feta, some bacon, and there's heaps of mixed Mexican beans at the bottom of that, with an apple to keep the doctor away and a pineapple to keep the tropical doctor away. That's definitely not a thing, is it? Anyway, guys, I'm going to crack up with the training. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Okie dokie then, guys, so we switched it up a bit with the explosive pull-ups today then, guys, and I actually started from a foot further back from the bar and used a swing to try and catapult myself over the bar into a muscle loop. As you can see, I'm not quite there yet, but it's still a pretty decent explosive pull-up, so we did that for 3 sets of 5 then, guys. We then moved on to the one-arm pull-ups, guys, and I'll be the first one to admit my form did differ a little bit here, but it wasn't to do with the strength of my bicep, it was actually the grip of the bar, because we used in a scaffold bar, it's slightly thicker, requires a lot more grip. We then moved on to those negative pull-ups then, guys, where we did 3 sets of 6 and going on a 10-second descent then, which is absolutely disgusting, by the way. Then we moved on to those Michael Jackson single arm curls, and we did that for 3 sets of 8. Next up then, guys, we switched to 1 set of TRX bicep curls then, where we did this in a drop set fashion. So I started as far back as I could, and then I just kept inching myself backwards until I couldn't do any more. And then I also did 1 set of this to failure on the hammer curls as well then, guys. So I did 1 set on the normal curls, 1 set on the hammer curls, and by the time I'd finished this, my biceps was absolutely blowing up, guys. And then just to finish off then, guys, I did these horizontal rows in a drop set style fashion, and I was going to failure, but I did do 3 sets on these then, guys. So I start with my feet as horizontal as possible, drop down to the table, and then when I can't do any more of them, I drop down to the floor, and then I was pretty much done. Then, guys, thanks for following along week 2, day 2. So it was Muscle Up Tuesday today, which was back and buys, or buys and back if you do it the way we do it. And I'm just going to show you my nutrition. So a delicious chili here with some lovely corn mince, heaps of peppers and onions and vegetables and mushrooms. These little tortilla chips then, what we've done is make these out of tortilla wraps, so slightly healthier. And we've also got some whole grain rice just there. And instead of sweet potato brownies then guys, what I've got here is a delicious pancake muffin brownie, which is made of eggs, blueberries, peanut butter and bananas. Obviously bananas. And a delicious frozen yoghurt to go along with that. Thanks for watching guys, hope you found this entertaining. Okay, guys, week 2, day 3 of the hard gainer bulk, and it's the human flag handstand core day today, so I'm super excited. Just want to show you my nutrition first off then. So we're kicking the day off with some branched chain amino acids, a whey protein shake and a black coffee. Then straight after my workout we're going to have a delicious protein porridge bowl, some frozen blueberries, a banana and an orange. Then lunch of the day then guys is leftover chili from last night, some mixed lentils and a couple of boiled eggs for some extra protein, and as always a couple of apples to keep the doctor away. And then as I've said then, I'm adding in not quite a fourth meal but kind of like a snack sort of thing. So we've just got a protein shake and a little protein bounce bar there. See you on. Okay then guys, so after a warm-up, we started finishing warming ourselves up, I suppose, with some assisted human flags, where obviously my feet are on a platform here, but I was still putting a lot of tension on my arms and my midsection, trying to get them off the floor, just warming them up for these negatives then guys, where, as you can see, all I'm doing here is I'm jumping up, and then as slow as I possibly can, I'm letting my body fall back down, and hopefully over time, this is going to end up in me being able to hold the human flag for 5 seconds, if possible, or that's the goal anyway. Next up then guys, we moved into my handstand progression, where if you remember last week then, what I actually had to do is have my knees on the outside of my elbows for added stability. This week however then guys, I actually managed to keep them on the inside for quite a lot of time and then put them on the outside just to finish myself off. And again, I'm going to try and hold this for 30 seconds, and as I progress I'm going to be able to bring my bum up in the air, straighten my legs and straighten those arms, and be able to perform an actual handstand for 30 seconds. Again, that's the goal what I've got in place. We then moved on to these cheeky little legs out hold then guys, where I'm holding this, I'm doing 3 sets then guys, and I'm just holding it for 30 seconds at a time, and those last 10 seconds I can tell you, well, they're fucking horrible to be quite honest guys. We then moved on to these sort of straight arm full body raises, what I'm doing then guys. I'm sure they've got a name, but I've not seen the name in a while. I progressed quite well in these then guys. Last week I only actually managed to do like maybe 1.5. I think I managed to get 3 sets of 5 out. My form was diffing a little bit towards the end there, but still super happy with that progression, man. And then I added in these floor wipers then guys, and I've just tried to do 3 on each side then, so coming right over in the rainbow fashion, 3. So I suppose it's 6 reps, but I class it as doing 1 each side. Speaking of horrible, guys, this was a horrible session anyway, but these in particular, they're pretty fucking disgusting if you've not done them before. And then what happened here then guys, is I actually saw this move on a YouTube video, and curiosity got the better of me, and I kind of had it in my head like, I could probably hold that for 5 seconds. I was pretty wrong, as you can see. I'm absolutely dreadful at it. Well, I'm fucking terrible at these, to be quite honest then, guys. But I thought I'd throw it in there anyway, and I'm just going to keep going at this and see if I can progress. Even if I manage to hold this for 5 seconds, I'm going to be absolutely over the moon with myself, to be honest, guys. To a close on week 3, day 3. It was core day today, guys, so I just want to show you my nutrition for the evening then. We have got a lovely 3 beef kebabs there, some lovely chickpea stuffed peppers with a little bit of cheese on top, a little bit of salad, one of my delicious banana pancake muffins, and a frozen yoghurt for dessert then, guys. Hope you're enjoying it so far then, guys. See you tomorrow for chest and tries. Hey, what's going on, guys? So in week 2, day 4 of the bodyweight bulk, and I just want to show you my nutrition before we get out there and smash those tries and chest up. So then, as always, guys, we're starting today with some branched chain amino acids, a whey protein shake, and a black coffee. Straight after my workout, then we'll go on to that delicious protein porridge bowl with some frozen blueberries, a banana, and an orange. Today's choice of lunch, then, we have got some spicy Mexican kidney beans with 3, quite thin actually, minted lamb chops, a couple of apples to keep the doctor away, and then for my afternoon snack I've got a protein shake and a nice bounce bar. Okay then, guys, so we kick things off by pre-exhausting the top of those triceps then with 3 sets of 12 on the overhead TRX tricep extension then, guys. We then moved on to the elbows to bar bodyweight dip. As I mentioned last time, I'm not just going straight up and down vertical then, guys. I'm trying to target the triceps by putting all all of the load of my body backwards onto them. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Really, really tough these are then, guys. Then we moved into the grueling elbows to the floor push-ups then, where you keep your elbows as close as you can to the body and you see them just gently tapping them on the floor. And I actually progressed really, really well in this exercise then, guys. Last time on my second set of these, I had to go down on my knees. I only actually had to go down onto my knees on the very last rep of the fourth set. We then moved on to the handstand push-ups. Nothing changed here then, guys. Stayed exactly the same as last week. 1 set of 5 and 2 sets of 4. Then moved on to the one-arm push-ups, where again 3 sets of 5 on each arm. So I didn't go up, but I do feel like my form was a lot better. I was really happy with the way this exercise went then. And then we just moved on to the diamond push-up finisher, where I did actually manage to get half a rep out on my knees. I'm counting it anyway. Okay then, guys, coming to an end on week 2, day 4. So I just want to show you my nutrition for the day then, guys. So we have got 2 lovely lean beef burgers there, some sweet potato wedges, a little bit of salad, and I'm probably going to add a little bit of coleslaw to that because I'm in a good mood. And for dessert then, guys, we have got one of my delicious banana pancake muffins with a homemade frozen yogurt. Absolutely awesome session today, guys. Really enjoyed it. Felt like I was gaining a little bit of strength and a little bit of endurance as well, so super happy with the way things are going. See you next time. Okay then, guys, week 2, day 5 of the Bodyweight bulk. Just an awesome little leg session in my living room there. Just want to show you what I'm having for breakfast. Obviously, I've already had my whey protein shake, my branched chain amino acids, and a black coffee pre-workout. So this is my post-workout meal, and I'm mixing it up today. That is some whey protein shake, some frozen blueberries, and 2 healthy scoops of granola in there, and a little bit of extra protein as well. Okay then, guys, so we started with some calf volume training. So because we haven't got any weight, I was just going for super high reps. So I actually did 100 reps on each leg there then. We then moved into these pistol box squats. Just because my form's pretty terrible on the pistol squat, I'm using a chair behind me just to try and correct that. And if you remember week 1, I am progressing pretty well in this exercise. Moved on to the Nordic hamstring curls then, guys, where you're actually training eccentrically quite a lot on this one. You're getting your body to fall as slow as you possibly can do, and then you're just giving yourself a little nudge up, keeping that tension on the hamstrings. Absolutely fantastic exercise, guys, as is the single leg bridging hip thrust then. Not sure if I've invented this exercise, but it is absolutely horrible, guys. Like, make sure you incorporate this in if you are training bodyweight. So then, guys, these Sam's super leg extensions, as you can see here, and they absolutely blow your quads up. I'm not sure if I invented this exercise. I've not seen it done before, but I'm so glad that I give it a go. I was finding it quite hard to get a lot of load and a lot of muscle stimulation in the quads. This exercise absolutely eradicated that, because these are absolutely horrible. Make sure if you're doing legs, you try and give these a go. And then just to finish then, guys, what I did is 3 sets of 20 Bulgarian split squats. Obviously, after everything I'd already done, I was burnt out by the end of this. Really enjoyed this session. Okay then, guys, so it is 11 o'clock now, and we're going to be having a barbecue at around 2 o'clock, which kind of messes my meals up for the day. So I'm just going to show you, I've made myself a little sort of snack sort of meal kind of thing, where I've just got 2 boiled eggs in there, 2 rashers of bacon, and I've mashed them all up nice and good, and I'm going to have them with an orange and an apple. Just to sort of save myself for the barbecue, but so that I just don't get paranoid about myself eating my own body. We was no exception this weekend then, guys. We had a little VE Day barbecue there then. As you can see then, I had a nice healthy plate, couple of sausages, a lamb kebab, a couple of chicken kebabs, a burger, some coleslaw, some salad. I actually was a bit of a greedy pig and had 2 platefuls of here. So I was making sure that I well and truly got my calories in. Hey, what's going on there, guys? So then we are ending VE Day, leg day. Absolutely awesome day. I had an awesome barbecue. I'm just going to show you my nutrition. So we are ending the day with, surprise, some leftover barbecue food, 3 eggs, some mixed beans, one of my delicious banana pancake muffins, and a frozen yogurt. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're liking this. Welcome back. So it is week 2, day 6 of the Bodyweight bulk. It's a non-training day today then, guys. Just want to show you my nutrition. So we've started the day as always with a whey protein shake, a black coffee, and some branched chain amino acids. And now I am super stuffed, guys, but as I've said before, you can't take your foot off the gas when you're bulking. You've got to keep those calories in. So I've got to put this down, mate, a lovely protein porridge bowl. with an orange, a banana and some frozen blueberries. I mentioned before, the weekends tend to be the most difficult time because I really don't feel like eating, especially we had a massive big barbecue, kind of feel a little bit bloated, kind of feel like fasting for at least, I don't know, 12 to 16 hours, but you can't do that when you're bulking. You've got to keep those calories coming in. Kind of sucks a little bit. I know that does sound a little bit like, oh, boo-hoo, you've got to eat some food, but it's quite difficult bulking, and I'm trying to put that across to you. Sometimes people think because they eat what they want, that it's easy, but it's not necessarily the case because you're eating when you don't really want to be eating, if that makes sense. It's 25 minutes past 5 on the 10th of May then, guys, and we'll just step in on the scales now then. I think I open it up just here. Yep, there we go then. So that's 12 stone, 4 pounds, so a 2 pound increase, guys. That's exactly where we want to be. This is what I looks like on the first day of the experiment then, guys, and this is what I look like this morning. So as you can see, for a guy who's gone 4 pound up, I've still held on to that leanness. I do feel that I look a little bit more full as well. Then we moved on to the measurements, where last week my forearm was 11 inches and a quarter. That's exactly the same this week then, guys. The upper arm was 14 and a quarter on the upper arm last week. We've actually gone up a quarter inch then, guys. We are now 14 and a half, so pretty happy there. The leg then, same as last week. We was 22 and a quarter inches, so no change on the thigh there then, guys. The waist then, guys, possibly an area where we don't really want to gain any weight, but let's face it, it's going to happen. It's pretty inevitable when you're on a bulk. So we went from 33 inches last week on the largest part of the waist up to 34, so we went up an entire inch on the waist then. Then we moved on to the chest then, guys, where last week we was 41 and 3/4. I'm actually down a quarter of an inch, so now I'm 41 and a half on the chest then, guys. So a little bit disappointing there, I suppose. But my disappointment didn't last too long then. So last week on my calves, I was 14 inches. This week, I was 14 inches and 1/8 of an inch, which probably doesn't seem that much, guys, but when it comes to my little noodle calves, honest to God, I will take what I can get. Vanity there. The workouts as well then, guys, they still continue to be absolutely insane. The amount of focus and concentration what I've got to put into them, absolutely grueling, but I'm loving them, guys. They're absolutely awesome. Thanks so much for liking and sharing and commenting and things like that. Again, if you know any hard gainers out there who need tips on nutrition, advice and training and things like that, make sure you send them my way. Make sure you tag them into everything, guys. And if you wouldn't mind clicking the subscribe button, thanks very much. Just helps me out. See you next time, guys.